Hello everyone, it's day 21 and today we are going to talk about the king of oils. I don't know if you can guess what that is, but if you think back to the Bible, if you're a Bible reader, and baby Jesus was born, the things that were brought to him as gifts from the three kings was frankincense, gold, and myrrh. Wonder why that is. Well, frankincense is what we're going to talk about. Frankincense has so many therapeutic benefits. It is an amazing, amazing oil. And I'm going to share with you a few things that it is helpful for. Frankincense smells to me like lumber. And this particular frankincense is a Boswellia blend because it actually has several different kinds or different species of Boswellia tree, which is almost unheard of in the essential oil industry. But there are 4 different species in the doTERRA blend. And this is to provide a more potent therapeutic product. Well, frankincense, let's just start. Frankincense is great for concentration. It's helpful for focus. It can be applied on the bottom of the feet in diluted, especially rubbed into the big toe, which is the great toe or the large toe is connected to the brain. So when you rub the big toe, you're actually stimulating the brain, and this helps with focus. It's great to diffuse to help with focus. Some people really like the smell. They might even wear it almost like a cologne or along with another oil to provide perfume. So it's very helpful for focus. We were talking about women's health because this is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So I want to bring to your attention that it is helpful to help detoxify the breast tissue. So what it's recommended is that you put it in, I would probably put 3 drops in a tablespoon of oil, and you apply that to the breast tissue twice a day for 30 days. And then you do this 3 or 4 times a year is what is recommended. So good breast health, that is a highly recommended. Also, frankincense is really helpful for as an anti-inflammatory. So it would be helpful blended with other oils to provide inflammation reduction. So it's an anti-inflammatory. So therefore it's a detoxifier. It's an anti-inflammatory. It's also, I want to make sure I don't forget something because it has so many wonderful properties. It's also, well, we talked about diffusing it. And when you diffuse it along with other oils like bergamot or lavender or one of the citrus oils specifically, it could be very helpful to improve the mood, to help your mood level and the sadness that some people feel. So it's really helpful for that. It's also helpful for restorative. So if you have a wound or you've had surgery and you have a wound, it can assist in the restorative properties by assisting the wound in its healing process. Be sure you check with your provider though and make sure that they are on board because you don't want to do anything that would be against what they're telling you. But it has been shown through studies to be a very restorative oil and to assist the body in its healing process when you have a wound. It's also been shown to help people who have some memory loss or some difficulty in remembering people and things. So diffusing this oil is very helpful for that also. It can assist if you apply this to an area that has had a wound and it's raised above. you can apply that to help reduce that raising, to help it to become more normalized. So it is helpful for that. It can be used for, along with, even with breathe, for when you have the mucus in your chest and you're having difficulty breathing. It can be helpful for that, to help reduce that that congestive feeling and to open you up. It can be used along with oregano. We've talked about oregano. It can be used along with oregano and applied to a wart to help provide that stimulation that I talked about, that if you can get your body to recognize it's there, it'll get rid of all that kind of wart. So that's a really good thing to use frankincense and oregano together for. Frankincense works well with other oils. It can be used in a capsule with marjoram to provide some discomfort relief. It can be applied to assist the body with when people who have tremors. It can assist with that. But it does have anti-cancer properties. So anytime Dr. Hill speaks about frankincense, he highly recommends it to be used internally, 2 drops under the tongue daily. And it does have the food supplement box. So it is an oil that is so versatile and so wonderful. And they say if you don't know what oil to use frankincense and use it on the bottom of your feet. There are so many reflex points on the bottom of the feet that when you put that oil on your feet, you're going to receive some benefit. So you can apply it to the area of concern for inflammation reduction. You can diffuse it to assist with emotional benefits. So there you go. It's an amazing, amazing oil. It's no wonder that it was so precious and is such a precious oil even today. Now let me look and see. Oh, another thing that it's highly used for is during meditation and prayer. Frankincense was used in the temples during their prayer, and it can be used. You can use it during that time also. Whenever you use an oil during your meditation practice, whenever you smell that oil again, it's going to bring you back to that meditative state. So anytime, whatever oil you use or you choose to use during your meditation, you can recognize that and maybe even carry that with you, so that when you need to get into that meditative or de-stressed state of mind, you can actually apply that and inhale the aroma, and it helps bring you back to that place of that meditative state, which brings you to a more relaxed state of being. So that's really helpful with, and that's one thing that frankincense can do for you. It's also very, very helpful, and this is one that's really important that I almost forgot because it has so many things, so many benefits, is for the immune support. It's wonderful for immune support. That's why applying it on the bottom of the feet, and cellular support. So taking it internally and applying it to the feet are both really, really beneficial in immune support, because they stimulate the immune system, and it becomes in a protective state to protect you from the outside influences that are all around us, environmental threats. So there you go. Those are some great benefits of frankincense. I wanted to share with you some of the emotional benefits because I thought this was rather interesting. Frankincense supports in creating a healthy attachment with one's father. So if you have difficulty in that area, applying frankincense to the bottom of your feet on a daily basis, twice a day, for a 90-day period, can actually kind of shift your feelings, can shift this for you and help you to be able to feel closer. It assists in spiritual awakening and helps an individual feel the fatherly love of the divine when one has felt abandoned or forgotten. So this is very helpful for those people who have felt abandoned or forgotten. Frankincense reminds them that they are loved and protected. While this oil is incredibly powerful, it is also gentle, like a loving father who nurtures, guides, and protects. Frankincense shields the body and soul from the negative influences and assists the soul in its spiritual evolution, enhancing practices of prayer and meditation. This oil opens spiritual channels that allow an individual to connect to God. Through the light and power of frankincense, the individual can draw closer to divinity, healthy masculinity, and grandeur of the true self. So, pretty powerful. Anyway, in keeping with the women's health, that I wanted to share frankincense in that moment, along with the other benefits that it has, because good breast health is so important, and being aware and getting your mammogram, or at least getting a thermography yearly, is really important to make sure that you can catch these things early. I work in the medical profession, and there are lots of women these days that are being diagnosed with breast cancer, and it's really scary. And so I highly encourage you all to take this very seriously, especially if you have any family history of this at all. But even younger women have found breast cancer, and if it's caught early, the results are wonderful. If it's caught late, it can be very tragic. So be aware and take care of yourself, everybody. We all deserve to take care of ourselves. And I'm going to leave this with you tonight, and with a word of encouragement to please, please, please take care of yourself. And if you have any questions about this or any concerns, please send me a text or an email. If you've been watching my other videos, you know that I am very passionate about the essential oils, and I really want to help you. So please let me know. And I will see you tomorrow, day 22. Thanks. Bye.